President Donald Trump is decrying the FBI agent who texted against him, saying Peter Strzoks' testimony on Thursday was a disgrace to our country. "I watched some of the testimony, even though I'm in Europe, of Strzok. And I thought it was a disgrace to our country. I thought it was an absolute disgrace," the president told CBS News. Trump didn't hold back on the FBI agent, whose texts he's used to try to paint the Russia investigation, which he calls a witch hunt, as tainted. The president charged Strzok with being a disgrace to the Bureau. In his testimony on Thursday, Strzok spoke of his pride of being a part of the FBI. "Excessive vertiginity invented by Teeds was a disgrace to the FBI," the president said. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 7/15 1940 49B 066000005780 Image of 11,1,531,680,056,722 JPG height equals 397 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book border img share copy link to paste in your message. Trump railed against the agent who texted anti-Trump notes to fellow FBI agent Lisa Page, with whom he was having to Congress pass an affair during the 2016 campaign. "Where he wants to do things against me, before I was even the candidate," Trump said, likely referring to July 2016 text exchanges between the two that took place before Trump officially accepted the Republican nomination. Strzok and Page were assigned to the investigation of Russia's role in the presidential election, a probe that began on July 31, 2016, and also were a part of the probe of Hillary Clinton's private email server. The president also claims the investigation hurts America's relationship with other nations. "So when I look at things like that, and he led that investigation, or whatever you call it, I would say that yeah, I think it hurts our relationship with Russia. I actually think it hurts our relationship with a lot of countries," Trump told the news network. Share this article. Share 140 shares. The Department of Justice's Inspector General found that neither agent was politically motivated in their work on both the Russia probe and the investigation into Hillary Clinton's private email server. It was an internal probe into the FBI's actions during that time, which revealed their texts. The agents said they communicated with their work phones as they did not want their spouses to learn of their affair. Strzoks' hearing on Thursday, the first time he appeared in open testimony, descended into shouting matches throughout the day, with Republicans getting testy with the FBI agent over his anti-Trump texts, while Strzok remained defiant and Democrats rose to his defense. The marathon 10-hour hearing was characterized by shouting matches, crosstalk, threats, one lawmaker asking another if he was off his medication, and got so contentious at times that a member called it a new low in the United States Congress. During the hearing, House Oversight Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy did not hold back in his criticism of Strzok and his texts, which Trump and his allies used to paint the Russian investigation as tainted. Gowdy said on CBS Face the Nation on Sunday that Thursday's hearing was a circus. "Our private hearing was much more constructive than the public hearing. "I mean, public hearings are a circus," Gowdy said. "I mean, that's why I don't like to do them. I don't do many of them. I mean, it's a freak show. I mean, the private interviews are much more constructive." Strzok had been grilled by House members in a private hearing 2 weeks earlier. Page appeared before lawmakers in a private hearing on Friday and is scheduled to go back on Monday. Republican lawmakers praised her testimony as more forthcoming than Strzok's. Peter Strzoks says FBI has instructed him not to answer questions loaded. 0% progress, 0% 0 o'clock PREVIOUSPLAYSKIPLIVEMUTE 0 o'clock current time 0 o'clock duration time 2:45 full screen text video QUALITY 576p 540p 360p 270 No compatible source was found for this video. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 715 19 4 35 A66 B00005780 image at 12 1,531,680,070,513. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 715 19 4 470 dB 800,578,0 image M17 1,531,680,100,800. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 715 19 4 470 dB 400,578,0 image of 14 1,531,680,081,240. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 715 19 42 ACE 6,400,578,0 image of 15 1,531,680,085,020. dailymail.co.uk iNewPix 2018 715 19 4 45 E1F 800,578,0 image of 16 1,531,680,094,619. JPG height equals 355 width equals 634 alt equals class equals book border img share copy link to paste in your message. Strzok did not hold back in Thursday's hearing, where lawmakers railed against his relationship with Page and accused him of wearing a smirk on his face during his testimony. Given time to speak, the FBI agent demanded lawmakers consider his texts in the context in which they were written during the contentious 2016 presidential campaign, when Trump had gotten into a fight with a Gold Star military family who spoke at the Democratic convention. In terms of the texts, we will stop it. You need to understand that was written late at night, off the cuff, and in response to a series of events that included candidate Trump insulting the immigrant family of a fallen war hero, Strzok said. My presumption, based on that horrible, disgusting behavior, that the American population would not elect somebody demonstrating that behavior to be President of the United States. It was in no way, unequivocally, any suggestion that me, the FBI, would take any action whatsoever to improperly impact the electoral process, he noted. Strzok was referring to then-candidate Trump trading barbs with Gold Star father Strzok, a Clinton supporter. Pakistan-born Strzok fiercely attacked Trump at the Democratic Convention in July 2016, claiming if it were up to him, his son never would have served in the military. Strzok was removed from special counsel Robert Mueller's team when the texts were discovered last year. Page left it voluntarily shortly after she joined the team and eventually left the FBI. Representative Louis Gohmert grills FBI agent Strzok on affair loaded 0% progress 0% 0 o'clock PREVIOUSPLAYSKIPLIVEMUT 0 o'clock current time 0 o'clock duration time 1:29 full screen e-text video QUALITY 576p 540p 360p 270 no compatible source was found for this video. Foreground white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi-opaque background white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi-transparent transparent window white black or green blue yellow magenta cyan opaque semi-transparent transparent font size 50% 75% 100% 125% 150% 175% 200% 300% 400% text edge style non-erase deprecision firm drop shadow font family default monospace serif proportional serif monospace sans serif proportional sans serif casual script small caps default style minimize expand class